What's up, you guys? So I am back with some great news for Nelly and Ashanti. Apparently they are married, and they've been married almost her entire pregnancy. They have been married, they just haven't announced it to the public, and they just haven't had an official marriage ceremony. So we're going to get into that in this video, but first, if you're watching and you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and everyone click the thumbs up button. All right, you guys, so TMZ spilled the tea. Y'all know how they like to tell everybody's business. They said Ashanti and Nelly are not just engaged, but they're actually already married. In fact, they have been for several months now, and of course, they got a baby on the way too. According to public records, the two music stars are legally man and wife. It's so funny how they say man as in gender and then wife as in role. Like, you got a job to do, girl. He could be a man, but you got a job to do. But anyway, they said, and their marriage date is listed as having been recorded on December 27, 2023. So a whole 6 months ago. That's why I say almost her entire pregnancy, they've been married. TMZ goes on to say that the paperwork doesn't specify what city they tied the knot in, but it became official in St. Louis County, so all signs point to them doing the deed in Nelly's hometown. For what it's worth, they haven't had a public ceremony yet, but have been teasing their wedding in recent weeks. Of course, this is major news, especially since these two just keep on surprising us. It was just a couple months ago that Ashanti confirmed that she and Nelly were expecting their first child together, with her coming out publicly with the pregnancy news amid mounting speculation that she was carrying a child. We all saw it. We all saw the baby bump. Not only did Ashanti come out and say she was pregnant, she also dropped the bombshell that she and Nelly were engaged. Now we're learning they've gone a bit further and made their relationship official in the eyes of the law. And it is a full circle moment for them because they just rekindled their romance last year after first dating back in the 2000s when they were two of the biggest artists in the game. So I guess that walk across the stage at the Verses was definitely worth it for Nelly because he got a whole wife and a baby out of the situation. So that walk across the stage was definitely worth it. Now, personally, I can't say I'm surprised that they are married because a lot of people get married and just don't announce it to the world. Regular people, celebrities, like people every day get married but just don't make an announcement. But also because I saw on social media on the Neighborhood Talk about a week ago that Nelly had checked somebody who had called Ashanti by her maiden name, Douglas. Somebody had left a comment on the Neighborhood Talk and said, but it's not the Haynes family, because I think the Neighborhood Talk had referred to them as the Haynes. This person said it's definitely the Haynes/Douglas family. I know y'all gonna be mad, but be mad at him for not marrying her after all this time and giving her his last name. And Nelly responded and said, it's definitely the Haynes family, LOL. So right then I figured either they were married or they were getting married soon, but it was clear that marriage was somewhere in there. Ashanti did an interview with Entertainment Tonight recently, and she shared how Nelly proposed. She said the moment was a beautiful and intimate moment and that they were at home, and because they were at home, they weren't dressed up for the occasion. And she said, quote, I definitely had on one of his t-shirts and his boxers. And she said she had no idea that that was going to be the moment he asked her to marry him. And she said she was overjoyed and shocked and surprised and happy. Now, I know a lot of men like their women to have no makeup on. They want you to know that they love you with no makeup, not dressed up and things like that. So he proposed to her when she was at home wearing his clothes. Just me personally as a woman, I prefer to be dressed up for occasions like that. That's just my personal opinion. Y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think about Nelly and Ashanti being married and just not telling the world? And what do you think about getting proposed to, like while you're at home in your pajamas and things like that? Leave a comment and let me know, which do you prefer? Would you rather an elaborate proposal while you're out and dressed up, or would you rather be proposed to at home? And I also want to get into this. I want to give an update on Simon, Mr. Simon, or Dr. Simon Guobadia. I haven't given an update on him in a while, and he is so hurt. He is still on social media. I almost want to say pining after Portia, but he's hurt. And so he posted first, about 3 days ago, he posted a picture of himself Naomi, Nene's ex, like her on again, off again boyfriend, and Peter, who is Cynthia's ex-husband, and he put in the caption brotherhood. And you can see people are calling them the real exes of Atlanta. Now I want to talk about him and this car situation, because apparently there's something more going on as far as him and Portia and the whole Rolls Royce situation. He took a picture of this Rolls Royce and he said in the caption, "My favorite color for Rolls Royce interior is obviously mandarin. I have owned 3 of them in the last 7 years. I'm looking forward to a unification of all 3 mandarin interior color Rolls Royces in the very near future. Happy Monday." So it sounds like he's saying he wants the car back that he gave to Portia, quote unquote gave to Portia. When he says he wants a reunification, it sounds like he's saying he wants all his cars back. And then he posted yesterday, "Here we go again with Underground Railroad," meaning Portia, concerning herself with why an experienced car enthusiast of 14 years makes a strategic business decision to conduct multi-million-dollar car trades. "Stay in the Mercedes-Benz I bought you in your name. Hashtag ignorance is a disease." I'm sure he meant disease, but he said decease. Now, there's a big price difference between a Mercedes-Benz and a Rolls Royce. So he's saying he bought her a car in her name, but it was a Mercedes-Benz, not the Rolls Royce. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. And he said in the caption, "Film in your own assets, not mine. I work for mine. SMDH. Ignorance is a deadly disease." Then he posted, "Once upon a time, robbery was done at gunpoint." So I don't know if he's trying to say now that Portia is trying to rob him, but he said in the caption, "Back in the day, robbery was done at gunpoint. Who knew public platforms could be weaponized?" The way he uses his platform, it's clear that he is weaponizing his platform. Like he's on social media calling Portia Underground Railroad. He's called her a pig. He's called her all kinds of names on his platform. And I want to share with you this podcast that he posted. He really should have known this as an older man with money, regardless of how he got the money, scamming or not. As an older man with money, he really should have known what this woman was saying in this podcast.
Money attracts women, absolutely, but it attracts disloyal women. Money only attracts disloyal women. If you're an old man with lots of money and you're overweight and this, that, and the other, but you're getting lots of girls, you're not getting girls. You're getting girls, you're getting investors, people who want to get money out of you. That's what you're getting. But money only attracts emotionally unavailable women. But looks, or even like character or charisma or comedy, all of these things actually attracts connection. So yes, money attracts women.
So Simon, with this being, I believe this is Simon's 4th marriage, and with him having so much money, being a multimillionaire at this point and being at his age, he should know this already. Like he's putting it out there like he was taken advantage of. But it looked like he got Portia with his money. Like he used his money to get Portia. And now that Portia is gone, he's saying that she's robbing him or taking advantage of him for his money when he knew what the deal was when he got with her. So I don't know how Portia ever dealt with being married to him. I don't know how she did it, if she closed her eyes or what. I don't know how she did it. But y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about Simon's being so hurt and still posting on social media about Portia while she ignores him. Leave a comment, share your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching.
Layla, Layla.